Throughout the year, habitat is key for wild pheasants.
Pheasants Forever is the habitat organization. Established in 1982, since then we've improved 17 million acres of habitat. We've done this through 530 habitat projects. In addition, we've completed 1,500 land acquisitions, one of which we're standing on here today. Over the process of 7 acquisitions, this property has now grown to over 800 acres. Property was purchased by Pheasants Forever and then donated to the DNR so that the property can be maintained as public. So you don't have to be a hunter, trapper, or fisherman, own a dog to come out here and enjoy this property. Pheasants Forever has a truly unique grassroots conservation model that they follow that keeps us effective and efficient. 100% of the funds raised by the local volunteer chapters stays local, and those chapter volunteers get to decide how that money is spent. We pride ourselves in that we build the best habitat for birds, both pheasants, quail, and other wildlife. Those outside influencers, weather and predators and so on, can have an influence on population. But if we provide the highest quality habitat, bird populations will maintain or increase even in times of tough conditions. You know, really the structure of these grasses, how they stand up, they're going to hold up to our snow cover here in Wisconsin, and they're going to create pockets underneath that those birds can hide in for thermal cover. They're also going to find all these seeds. That's going to be a great food source for them, as these grasses will stay standing through the winter. We're dedicated to upland wildlife habitat conservation, as well as preserving the rural outdoor traditions that we're familiar with, such as hunting, trapping, fishing, and bird watching. So this is the kind of habitat that we like to see in place for spring nesting. You know, it's got good aerial coverage, so if we were an aerial predator, we wouldn't be able to see that nest. It's wide spanning, so any kind of ground predators like fox or skunk, they're going to have a difficult time searching this field for nests. It's a really great habitat. Pheasants Forever is a science-based organization, and because of that we hire wildlife biologists or farm bill wildlife biologists across the country. Currently we have over 100 biologists. Here in Wisconsin we have 7 biologists that span the entire state, covering every county, any landowner that wants our help or assistance. If you look at the numbers, Wisconsin is approximately 80% privately owned. And so if we focused all our resources on land acquisitions like this one, that would only cover 20%. We wouldn't be doing our wildlife a true benefit by only working on public lands. My job entails working with farmers to look at fields like this one here, identifying areas that are not as profitable as they could be. This soybean field used to extend beyond this to a ditch. That area was prone to flooding in the spring, and so this farmer decided to take it out and plant it to a shelter belt like we see here. And when winter comes, they can roost in these pine trees for additional thermal cover. He kept the best, conserved the rest. Not only is this a win for the farmer, but it's also a win for the pheasant.